Volk, I think we both agree that Diego's a very nice guy, but perhaps not the name you were expecting to get for this fight, and maybe, without being a bit rude, one you're a little bit disappointed to get. Is that accurate?
Oh man, like it's definitely different. It's weird the names that come through from the start, because at one point it was like I thought it was going to be Movzar, right? I was saying I was going to call him out, that's who it would be. But then you started hearing Yair Rodriguez's name coming up, then Lerone Murphy, obviously, then Diego's name come up. Look, it's a weird one. For me, am I that surprised? Probably not. Because I know how the UFC works, and not only that, I'm a big believer myself in being active. Not saying I'm pretty easy to deal with the UFC myself, and so is Diego. We'll fight whoever, whenever. We'll put on good, exciting fights. That goes a long way, and he's proof of that. You know what I mean? You have other guys that probably would say more deserving. You know what I mean? I expected that. But then once this come about, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I can sort of see why, I guess. But maybe that's, again, I can see why most people be disappointed, but maybe this is for them to be like, all right, I'm going to just, whatever name they put on, let's do it. I'm going to go and show them. I'm going to take that opportunity. That's what it needs. That's what it's got to be like. And that's what I mean by I understand, because I'm a big believer in taking opportunities. And when you do things like that, you're going to probably be the one who gets the opportunities because of that. And I think it's the best way to be. And if you really believe in yourself, take the fights and just do it. I know injuries will happen, but we've got to understand that sometimes that might fall you back in line.
I feel like the opportunity here, it's almost like, honestly, in my opinion, they could have put anyone against you. It's the fact you're fighting in Sydney. I think I thought of your entrance in Perth is one of my favourite moments covering this sport, just the loudness and stuff. And now how I imagine it to be in Sydney will be double that, triple that, because of who you've become even since Perth. You're now like a national treasure. The opportunity of fighting in Sydney, I feel like the opponents are relevant. Do you feel the same, and how excited are you? Because there are some guys who kind of struggle in that hometown hero moment. I don't think you're that guy. So to be able to take this opportunity that they've given you, how excited are you by that?
Oh, mate, exactly. You're right as well. Just me fighting in Sydney in front of a home crowd, a legit home crowd. Like I live an hour and a half away from not even from Sydney. So the people that are going to be the atmosphere, I don't know how you can top Perth, but it will be topped. I guarantee you, it can't not be topped. It's just going to be, that's the atmosphere it's definitely going to be. And then at least we know we've got a good dance partner who's going to put on a show, right? He's going to come, he's going to bring it, and I have to bring it. I'm fighting in front of a home crowd and I want to put on a show, so it's going to be a fun one.
I feel like you're the guy. I remember once watching you watch your third fight with Max in a hotel room, and it was DC commenting on it and like your strategies, and you're like, you're not even seeing the setups to the setups. You're a guy who loves to plan and look at this in a very, very analytical way. I'm sure you've analysed your first fight with him. How much better do you think you can do second time round?
Yeah, for sure. I think, look, he's dangerous. So, you're always going to get a very tough, dangerous Diego. Do I think he's going to change a whole heap? Probably not, you know what I mean? Is he expecting the same thing from me? He probably is, so I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. But in saying that, I want to really set a statement, you know what I mean? I really want to go out there and, you've got a lot of people calling me out and wanting to fight. I'm going to make them regret that, you know what I mean? I think a lot of them will be probably glad it wasn't them stepping in and fighting me in Australia, because that's how dominant I expect to be out there. That's the statement I want to set a statement. And that's just how it is.
Just kind of melt him. I feel like you want to come forward and melt him with the pressure of the audience.
Just show him and then be like, oh, wow, okay, maybe a little bit more of a break and not fighting him in his hometown. It was good, you know what I mean? Now I've got time to prepare a little bit more for him. Be careful what you wish for. That's sort of, they'll be thankful that they didn't face me. That's sort of the performance I want to put out there.
Have a good time at the press conference.
Will do.